Hey TnT listeners, I'm not exactly sure what happened to the audio on this episode, but it's fucking fucked, right? If you could just bear with us and enjoy the show if you can. If not, gonna skip that bitch. I ain't gonna hold it against you, baby. Alright, bye.
I mean, you know, the Alright, but anyway, so what was we gonna do today? We was gonna watch Gemini Man, right? I have no idea why. Why did you want to watch Gemini Man?
What's the name talking about Catwoman made me think of an old bad movie. And,
It's not even old though. It came out last year.
no, I meant old as in like, we haven't seen it. Like,
I don't understand how that equates to old.
always, you're mean to me when it comes to movies. Like, we just can't ever watch stuff just because you think it might be bad. And I know that
I'm usually
one-
right. Like if you watch any trailer for Gemini Man, it was like
Okay.
they was trying to do
I
something
didn't think the trailer
that Eddie Murphy
bad.
did back in the Nutty Professor days. So
No, I didn't think the trailers made it look that bad. It only sounded bad after people were talking about it. People that you watch that talk about movies, when they started talking about it, I was like, oh.
I've never seen a single review of that movie. But
Are you joking?
I'm dead
You
serious.
must have went to sleep
I wouldn't.
because you definitely put them on.
I wouldn't watch that shit. That shit don't look interesting. It didn't look interesting. Like
Well,
no offense to Will Smith, because of course, I mean that's one of the goats. But the fact is like that movie just didn't look good.
a lot of movies don't look good.
It's like the action version of the clumps or whatever.
That sounds right.
It's like we have this new technology. Would you like to see it? And it's like, oh, this is just de-aging. Like they did this in that X-Men movie. Didn't they do the X-Men Wolverine or whatever? And it's like, no.
The movie
This is
that we
different.
watched
This is totally
with,
different.
no effects.
Which one? Oh yeah, we did watch that one with no effects. Oh yeah, we used to watch bootleg, and man, that one was terrible. I forgot about that. I completely forgot about
I'll never
that.
forget that. That was crazy because I would be looking at stuff and
Hell yeah, I just remember. I remember the Asian
Um,
man. He threw the guns in the air. I think it was like Maverick or something, and like he threw the guns in the air, and like the guns went clear. Like you could see, like it was like insert graphics here type shit. And that was just one of the ones I was just like, what the fuck is this? And I remember his claws. His claws looked so fucking terrible whenever he was shinging them. There were sparks flying off of them.
I was like, oh, that's a horrible movie.
Oh my god. Oh man. No. I remember watching it and then I was like, oh, this is the exact same. Like they did like almost nothing to these graphics. Like my boy Captain Disillusion could have done a better job with this garbage. Like he makes good videos, but that's my point. So, oh my gosh.
Yeah, pulling up that Gemini and almost watch it, looking at the cover.
We're still gonna watch it. It's probably gonna be
It's
a different episode. Yeah, that cover looked really bad.
It was horrible.
I had Will Smith with a flat top on that video. I was like, oh man, is this fan made?
And
This movie looks fan made.
bad. I don't know what it is.
It looked kind of bad, man. We gonna check it out though.
They should have put him like on the motorcycle on the cover or something. Like,
Wait, what was that movie that we didn't watch? It was a movie with they had Idris Elba in it, I'm pretty sure, and he had like a transforming motorcycle. It looked trash too, but it looked kind of cool. Oh, you know what? It was Fast and Furious. It was Fast and Furious. Once again, you haven't even seen.
I stopped after 2.
You haven't, right? And that's
Was
like
it 2?
with Tyree.
Maybe it was. I think I watched the one with Bow Wow and I was done.
That's
after that
3.
one.
That's the best one.
After that one, I was done. I've not seen. was like, this is just dumb.
Whew.
Didn't enjoy that at all. I
It's
think I
pretty
like
bad.
2.
2 is okay. One is okay, sets it up, and then 2 is just like they took it to like it's like Crank 2, where it was just like, oh, okay, so we're doing this. This is what we're doing.
Was it because he was drinking like a TSO or something? Like a box car?
You talking about Bow Wow? He had the Incredible Hulk car. Looked like the Hulk was punched out that bitch.
I was like, yeah.
Oh,
Alright,
man.
no more Fast and Furious now.
I don't think you're giving it its just due. That one was it was a classic.
Okay.
But anyway, today, we're talking about the movie. No, hold on. Cut. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about... Oh, hold on. Hey, we got to do an intro.
I thought you said you dropped the intro.
No, the intro. I'm talking about, hey, this is TnT on TV. I think we've nailed down the name. But at this point, we're going to be reviewing episode 3, The Web of Beast Wars. Like I said, if anybody ever listens to this, come on. Anybody, you gotta be kidding me. Anyway, we're watching episode 3, The Web. Take it from there.
What? I can't say how it started. I just know what it was about. I guess it started with like the new convicts being able to go farther than they did before, which wasn't very far.
Right, it was like 100 meters or so that they could only.
Their
They could only
measuring is
communicate.
like not regular.
Yeah, it's like it's not meters or mega clicks or some shit.
that's
And it's
what they
like,
call
what the
it.
fuck is a mega click?
But now I can go like 500.
Right. It's gonna be 500 sectors or whatever the fuck. They always got some bullshit ass
Supposedly.
measuring system.
Cheeto said he is the best and she could check it out.
I mean, that's very true. He goes out to go see if the comms are going to be working, and they definitely are. In the meantime, the Predacons are out, and Scorponok finds a fallen mega cannon off of the ship, off of the Predacon ship after it got shot down.
He catches them.
Yeah, Cheetor ends up running into Scorponok. Little does he know that Tarantulas is back there, waiting for him. He gets the jump on him. Scorponok fires a rocket into Cheetor's chest.
And it destroys the new common.
It instantly destroys the comic. There's just no point of that.
Cheetor was like done for.
Yeah, he had a big hole in his chest. I thought for sure that he was gonna have to. Oh no, he ends up getting taken back to the base.
They knew he was in trouble because the common got destroyed, so they went to go check on him to see what it was. He did say,
That's
I
not.
found him.
I was about to say that's not why. It was because he literally was sitting like right behind Scorponok and was like, "Hey, big bot, I got him in my sights." And he's like, "Do not engage," of course.
They gotta go.
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, hit me back whenever." It was just like, why didn't you just listen to the orders, man? Like,
You don't ever listen. He's a rebel.
I mean, he is a rebel. So I do have to give him props on that, I guess. I don't even fucking know.
Take him back to the base. Will they get there and what? Are they gone already?
Yeah, they've been gone.
Okay, so they just take him back home. He's having crazy nightmares.
Yeah, he has this weird ass dream sequence. I thought that was weird.
Had nothing to do with anything really, except for him being scared in his dreams.
So Cheetor ends up getting chastised for disobeying. What happens? And then Rat Trap goes out after him.
Yeah, well, was it Dinobot that was like, you gonna do anything? Someone said something to him.
Was that on this episode? Because the next episode, yeah, it's definitely not this episode, right? Yeah, so if anybody's listening, like I said, we definitely watched 2 episodes, and they're pretty similar episodes. That's what is kind of the problem here, is that they run together, and since they run together, it's like, hey, here we go, Cheetor's in trouble again, that kind of shit. So yeah, that's kind of the issue here.
So he runs off to try and fight Scorpion.
Yeah, he runs off after he gets yelled at, and ends up getting trapped by tarantulas.
But luckily, Rat Trap went after him and shows up whenever he's in the web being tortured.
Oh yeah, so he gets captured by tarantulas. That's something I want to bring up was tarantulas has, I don't want to say fully incorporated the fact that he's a tarantula that builds webs. I don't think tarantulas build webs. I could be wrong. but he's a tarantula that builds webs, and he enjoys sucking the life juice out of other inorganic animals. Like, that's what's so weird about it, is that he's putting Cheetor into this web and then saying he's gonna eat him basically, and then Cheetor's even like, but dude, I'm not an animal, like I got no juice inside of me. And he's like, yeah, but I just kind of like doing it.
It's the act of feeding.
Yeah, the act of feeding that he enjoys.
And he's gonna drink that mech fluid out of him.
Yeah, whatever.
Mech fluid, because they don't have blood.
So anyway, Rat Trap ends up coming up right behind Cheetor. Ends up saving the day, basically. There's some pretty cool, there's got to be a fight in every episode. Fights tarantulas. Like I said,
the thermal decoy.
Once again, it's showing that Rat Trap is
I was surprised.
all about that fucking action. Went out there by himself.
Definitely thought he was going to get it.
Didn't hesitate and was like, you know what? The homie needs help. I'm going to help him. And I'm the only one here. Also, if Optimus finds out that fucking Cheetor ran off again, that's just gonna be his ass, and it's probably gonna be my ass.
Because he stopped kissing him.
You
Gotta be.
move.
Rat Trap says Cheetor. Like, hey, I'll go over there right now. And then he did.
Wow.
And then that's why he went after him, because he's like, oh.
I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that at all. So.
Nobody gets caught by Optimus because they cover for each other when they get back.
Oh, yeah, so. Well, I mean, let's go back, because we were talking about Rat Trap fighting tarantulas. Shows how crafty Rat Trap is using it. He uses like a heat decoy.
Tarantulas turned on his little...
Yeah, he turns on... They all have these visions. Like, and whenever I say visions, I mean like optics. Like, remember how in The Invisible Man they were talking about, oh yeah, he's a master in optics, or he's the lead researcher in optics, and it's just like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, that was a good movie. But anyway, so like everybody has like this like heat vision, and like fucking everybody has a Predator helmet on in this first season at least, because I don't remember that being in the show as prevalent as it is in later seasons.
Eyeballs can be binocular.
Yeah, they got binocular vision. They've got all this stuff that like, I guess a robot would have, but the fact is, it's just like, yeah, we don't need this. Like, you could have just used like a hologram decoy. But I'm sure it was just a way to incorporate the toy into the actual story. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's got like, alright, so Rat Trap has a gun. He also has this little like C4 looking charge thing that comes out of his arm, and you can use that as a toy. So Rat Trap ends up doing that. Tarantulas ends up blowing up his own cave, right? Like,
well, it's because that little machine that he had the stasis hooked up to was turned on max power.
Oh yeah, Rat Trap ended up having to shoot it.
Yeah.
So did that end up blowing everything up, or was it because
there was an explosion, but they got out of there before.
That they did like a very like 1990s action film, like jumping explosion. That was pretty cool. But yeah, there was a movie explosion. I wrote that down. Movie explosion, LOL is what I wrote.
Then we go back home.
Yeah, just like you said, back at the base, Rat Trap ends up covering for Cheetor. So.
I was going to say, where you two been? Like, oh, he's still walking off. I was with them.
So I was just walking with him. Just hoping that everything went smooth.
And then he was happy. He was like, alright.
Alright, well, no, Optimus knew. Because he kind of looked at him like, bitch, alright. I guess.
They don't be together like that.
Yeah, there's no way. But, I'll accept it this time. But y'all keep y'all ass in the house. Keep y'all ass in the house. That's what he's saying to himself. End of that episode, we jump right into episode 4, which is, like I said, the exact same episode.
Starts with a bad storm, and there's a mountain that's caving in, and it's got the energon acting up all over the planet. What?
Nothing.
The storms always trash the comm links. Everybody always says that.
Yeah, so Optimus is outside. He sees the storm, comes back to the base, and you see, who is it? Is it Dinobot and Rhinox maybe working on those things?
No, it's Dinobot, and then Cheetor comes over because he's got the piece that Dinobot needs. He tries to do something to it, and it drops.
Oh yeah, he almost breaks it.
Yeah.
He almost blows up the whole ship.
Dinobot picks him up. He's about to beat him up.
Yeah, he's about to charge him up, and then Optimus is like, hey, did y'all drop something? He's holding the bomb, like, you motherfuckers almost killed all of us. I'm cool about it, I guess.
Yeah, he wasn't mad at them. Like, what y'all doing in here?
And then, so basically, what are they doing? They're setting up survey posts so that
to destroy Predacon base.
But they need the post set up in order to, like, I guess, map out the area and map out the energon deposits that they have.
Yeah.
So I guess Cheetor's been working on that, but they need those posts in the ground. He's like, man, I can do it right now. And it's like, don't do it right now because the storm is about to come. Right. So you got an hour.
He's like, I can do that. That's easy. They need the survey posts to survey the energon and optimism that they can be planted in the hour.
And he's right. I mean, but, you know, Cheetor is going to be Cheetor.
But that was Dinobots doing this time.
Oh, yeah, right. So dial it back. Dinobot ends up persuading Cheetor that, hey, man, I know you're faster than what Optimus believes in you with his scaly voice. It's kind of cool.
And he's like, yeah, I know, right? I could do it. He's like, yeah, I know. It's good.
So why don't you? And, you know, clicking his fingers like fucking Mr. Burns and shit. And that's the whole thing, is that Dinobot is trying to destroy the Predacons while Optimus is telling him, we can't just do that. We can't just kill all the Predacons.
He wants them stopped, but doesn't want them killed. He's too nice.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. Like, I mean, but I guess I get it. Like I said,
not me. I'm not that type of leader.
He's not even trying to fight them, I guess, because
to destroy the enemy. And Optimus is like, oh, we can be friends.
I don't know about be friends. I mean, but the thing is they're only fighting them because they stole the golden disc. They're not fighting them because, you know, they're enemies.
Yeah, but Megatron made it clear, like.
Oh, Megatron's like.
Our mission is to have.
Megatron's
that is not mission,
his prime directive, if you will, is like, we need to get the Predacons back on top. We need to take over. Fuck that shit. Like, I've seen this game. You know what I'm saying? We lost this one. We ain't losing again. I get it, but it's like, how far can you push that?
Cheetor.
He's a racist, ladies and gentlemen. That's the key that I'm trying to get out, is that Megatron is a unadulterated racist.
Cheetor left the base and starts off running real fast.
But then again, is he racist? He's just really proud to be a Predacon. I don't know. I'm sorry, what did you say?
Cheetor. And he's trying to go plant those posts. He does that giant jump.
No, you talking about whenever he missed that jump?
But he made it. It wasn't really a miss. It was almost a miss. He almost lost his life, but he did. Saved himself. And kicked it into the ground, and it gets electrocuted. He gets shot by lightning. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember. I was just going to let you finish. So I guess he does about 10 or so, and then he gets...
I don't think he did that many.
Well, I mean, whenever they end up going back, they end up getting destroyed. I mean, it's not like just one. Like, there's like 5 or 6 of them in a row that you just don't see him actually put in the ground.
All right.
But he ends up dropping the beacon. I mean, he drops the beacon into an energon deposit. And energon deposit, the survey beacon becomes like a lightning rod to the energon.
It's gonna blow!
Which ends up getting Cheetor teleported into the Predacon base.
Right.
So he goes...
It's because he was trying to grab it out with all his might, and it got shocked again, and then that's when he gets teleported.
So he ends up at the base, and he ends up fighting Pterosaur. Pterosaur is immediately sees him and is just like, what the fuck are you doing here? Let's go. And then they start fighting. He ends up getting thrown into the computer that Pterosaur's at, and Pterosaur gets thrown into the computer that he's at, and ends up at the Maximal base. So now we have established that there is a direct line from the Maximal base to the Predacon base.
The Predacons have more technology than the Maximal base.
Oh yeah, I did have. I was about to say I wrote that question. It was just like, how big is the fucking Predacon base? Because we only see like a sleeping quarters for Cheetor, and then the main room. Yeah, like the main room, like the main war room or whatever. But like the Predacon base is like there's like lava and shit. Like so, like you can tell that it's like it's an open area underneath. And then, but I mean, they're flying around on like little hoverboards and shit like that, which.
Yeah, and he shakes around their ship. And then, Pterosaur gets teleported to the national ship.
And he's immediately confronted by none other than Dinobot.
And he wants to start an alliance with him.
Yeah, Dinobot convinces Pterosaur that he can start an alliance to take down Megatron with him. Now, like I said before, I know a little bit about the original Transformers, and there's a character named Starscream, which is, he turns into like some sort of F something jet. I don't know, but it's one of those jets, you know what I'm saying, that you hear all the time. He like a fighter jet. I don't know. Doesn't matter. The fact is, I'm talking about in the Michael Bay movies, and in those movies, or not even in the movies, but in the cartoons and I guess the comic books, stuff like that, Starscream is constantly trying to overthrow Megatron and like get underneath or subvert Megatron's control and then become leader of the Decepticons constantly. Which I don't think they ever really did that in the movies. I think there was like one line where like Megatron comes back and then he's just like, "You disappoint me again, Starscream." Like, here we go. So Starscream ends up, or not Starscream, but Pterosaur ends up back at the Maximal base, creates the alliance with Dinobot, and then they dap up. And I'm just saying that I think Pterosaur is playing that Starscream role in this version.
Dinobot didn't really want to go through with it though. He shoved him into like a...
That was after though, but the original plan was like, we can take down Megatron, and he's like, you know what, we can take down Megatron. And it's like, idiot, like, I'm not fucking with you. You're not my friend.
What about the alliance? And we sends them out to the chute.
Shoot him out of a garbage chute.
He's gone. The Predacons destroyed it. Trying to get Cheetor.
Yeah, so the thing is, we gotta go back, because Pterosaur tells him that I used the computer at our base to teleport all the way to your base. And the Dinobot says, oh, remember that bomb from earlier? We can just send that bitch all the way to the Predacon base. We can just send it to the base. We don't even have to do any dirty work. We can just send it and then peace out.
But Cheetor was doing his recon.
Right.
He was there and figured out that both bases are located
on the same energon-like line.
And if one gets blown up, they both get blown up.
Right. It'll ignite all of the energon. So I guess the reason that they had this episode, because the last episode was just pure filler in my opinion. But this one, I think they had it so that they could establish, they can't just blow each other up. You know what I'm saying? Like if they tried to fight each other, they can fight. You know what I'm saying? Like one-on-one and all that kind of stuff. Like maybe in their beast forms, or if it's prolonged or whatever. But they cannot just destroy each other's base with like a single attack, because it'll blow up the other base.
Yeah.
So either they got to get their ships working, which the Maximals can't leave the Predacons with all the energon, and then the Predacons aren't going to leave without all the energon.
Yeah.
And like there's just so much that's behind it. So I guess that's actually pretty smart. Once again, the show is showing its intelligence.
Cheetor maximizes while running a blast.
Yeah, Cheetor ends up fighting Scorponok and Waspinator, and they end up, blowing up this air duct and all this kind of stuff. Dinobot betrays Pterosaur, and Dinobot ends up convincing Optimus, hey, send the bomb. What does Optimus say?
I don't know. I know he lied to Optimus about...
He didn't lie.
About where Cheetor was?
No, he didn't lie. He just said, hey, Cheetor's at the base. He's probably dead. So I think we should send this bomb. And he says, okay. Well, first he's like, no! He hits him with the Darth Vader no. And then says, alright, well, we can send the bomb, but we gotta give him enough time to get out the base. So are you sure that it's gonna give him enough time? Dinobot says, yep, there's gonna be 30 seconds. There's gonna be a 30-second delay.
And then says, which is enough to know that there's a bomb and you need to get out, but not enough to deactivate the bomb.
So they send the bomb. The bomb gets there. Megatron and I believe it's Pterosaur. Pterosaur comes back. And Pterosaur's there. They don't trust Cheetor because Cheetor is actually at the computer about to get scrapped by Megatron and says, hey, the bomb just pops up on him. bomb pops up on it.
After he sent his information to
Yeah,
them,
he sent the information to them, and then
they sent a bomb
they
back.
sent the bomb back.
Like,
and he's like,
it
oh
was
shit.
like the exact same time, the transaction.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. I don't know why they even did it.
Both did it.
You know what I'm saying? Like the information that Cheetor sent wasn't. It didn't matter at that point.
Cheetor wouldn't have been there though.
Yeah, if Cheetor wouldn't have been there, they both would have been fucked. But the fact is once he sent it, it really didn't matter what the information was. It's not like the Maximals could go get the damn bomb back. You know what I'm saying?
How did they destroy it? He gave it to Pterosaur?
Yeah, he ends up. So it has like little feet on it, and the feet dig into the computer. Once the feet dig into the computer, he has to disarm it, or not disarm the bomb, but disarm just the leg. Throws the bomb into the air. Pterosaur flies it up, and then it blows up.
Explodes, and then he jumps onto the computer.
Yeah, he's like, gotta fly, cool cats, or some shit. Yeah, Megatron ends up shooting at the computer in order to get Cheetor. Cheetor flies back, destroying all the survey beacons on the way. I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, Cheetor gets thanked by the team, but then gets told he better not disobey again. And then he said, okay, I won't until next time.
Dum dum dum.
Yep, so they're safe because he did what he wasn't supposed to do.
I guess, but either way.
That's what I took from it.
Yeah, the fact is he definitely should not have been doing that. But he saved the day.
He
So.
did save the day.
But like I said, I thought that was pretty cool how they tied it all together. Where it's like, hey, if you put a bomb here, you destroy this, then everything else will destroy itself too. So don't play with that. But yeah, so
I like them.
Episodes 3 and 4 are done. What did you think about them?
I still think it's very entertaining.
I think, well, you also like I said, episodes where nothing really happens, but like
I'm a fan of filler episodes.
I know. I remember you watching a damn episode of Naruto where they were having the boat race, and it was just like, why there's so many episodes? There's like 10 episodes.
No.
There's nothing
that happens.
They do not. All you get to see, I guess, is Naruto and just the team on some missions. But beyond that, it's just nothing. There's nothing happening.
I'm ready for episode 5.
Yeah, I think it might. I feel like it might be kicking back up here. No, I think it might be kicking back up. I don't know what I saw, but something just told me that this is a story episode versus just filler. Like I said, I think maybe we might get a Stasis pod in this one. It's either gonna be 5 or 6, or 5 and 6. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're gonna get a Stasis pod here pretty soon. I can't remember who the first.
This soon?
Yeah, I think. I mean, look, dude. They got the show out. They've ran it. You know what I'm saying? Now they're putting toys out. We need another toy. We need another toy. That's the whole cycle. We need another toy. We need another toy. Like, hell, I was listening to a podcast yesterday about the Power Rangers and how the Power Rangers, the original show Super Sentai, is in Japan, and it's been going on since like the 70s, and it's still going. So the thing.
Still watch Power Rangers?
I don't know about Power Rangers, but I know Super Sentai for sure. It's still.
Is that not Power Rangers? I don't know.
Super Sentai is the original show. It's the actual show that Power Rangers basically stole.
I didn't watch it for that long. What she think? My monsters grow?
Yeah.
Throws that thing to the ground?
Yeah, so like all that stuff with Rita is Japanese. Like, if you ever watch the show, her mouth doesn't move with the words and all that kind of stuff.
Never paid attention to that.
Yeah. It's all, that's why, I mean, I don't know if that's why. When Lord Zed and stuff like that came in, they always or Goldar, whenever he's there, like he's always just like motioning and stuff like that, because it's like, oh, this is easy. We don't have to worry about the words matching up and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, they were talking about the Power Rangers, and the toy line is what made it successful in America. Is all the different toys that they had, and like the morpher and all that kind of stuff. Like, everything is a fucking toy. So as soon as you see the Rangers, like, did you watch the movie?
No.
So the original movie, they were the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and then they went into this like intermediary Ninja Warrior Power Rangers. And the whole thing is they needed to update all of the Zords and all the toys and all that kind of stuff. So like now they have different costumes, now they have different morphers, they have different Zords, all that kind of stuff. So that's the whole reason. That's the whole reason for, I guess, any kid show. That's why the ones that are really good, your Saturday morning cartoons that just...
We watch
Animals. The TV show?
Yeah. I like that. I remember liking that.
I remember liking it too, but I don't remember it going on for very long.
I don't know.
I feel like that was one of those shows where it was like, this costs too much money or something, and like, Nickelodeon said,
It was like Power Rangers, right? They have little watches.
No. They just transform.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, they just transform. They had to touch the animal, if I remember correctly. They had to touch it, and then if they touched it, I don't know what you're talking about, babe. I don't think that exists.
We're gonna check it out.
We'll check it out, but I'm pretty sure they touched the I don't know if it's called the Tesseract or what, but it was something. They touched the little box, and then they got the powers of the Andalites. Did you even read the books?
Negative.
Oh, for real? Oh, you missing out, cuz. Well, alright. I guess we can wrap this up. Has to go to the restroom, and I really don't have...
Baby is making me...
That's fine.
Episodes.
5 and 6. Are we gonna do 5 and 6?
We'll probably... It wasn't that long.
I don't know. Peek behind the curtain.
It wasn't that long, so that's why we did 4 with it.
Peek behind the curtain. We'll probably do 5 and 6. Like I said, it's either gonna be 5, then 6, or 5 and 6 together, depending on how much story is involved.
Yeah.
And then we'll definitely have that Gemini Man either before or after this. It doesn't really fucking matter. The fact is, we'll have it out, and
it might surprise us.
Yeah, it might surprise us.
Because I thought it might be okay, but you didn't.
It's kind of
bad. I the cover, and I was like, ugh.
I just don't know, man. I don't know. It looked like, what's the name? Will Smith might be putting on some kind of weird accent or something. So go ahead.
All right, until next time.
Until next time, this has been T.
And T.
And we've been watching TV, so we out. Peace.